Hello students, we discussed in previous class the factors of climate, and those are altitude, latitude and distance from the sea, and how the weather and climate is changing in each and every factor. As for example, latitude, and whenever you go to the higher latitudes, the climate change, and the next one altitudes, whenever you go to higher atmospheric places, higher and higher to the elevations, also that is one of the very important factor for the climatic changes. And the land and sea, the distance of land and sea, and how it is one of the very important cause for the changing of climate and temperature, particularly in coastal areas, which I said already that it is called as moderate climate. Let us continue the factors. The fourth factor of climate is upper atmospheric circulations. In the northern hemisphere, subtropical high pressure belts give rise to permanent wind. They blow towards the equatorial low pressure belts towards the west and are called trade winds. In German language, trade means track. Then the next very important point is the climate of India is also affected by the movement of upper air currents known as jet streams. Let me explain you with the help of a picture, that is pressure belts. As already you have learnt it in 9th class about the pressure belts. Here the tropical high pressure belts, subtropical low pressure belts, polar high pressure belts. Again here subtropical low pressure belts and polar high pressure belts. Continuously here you know the tropical belt or the tropical region, which is intention of sun's rays is more, and continuously the evaporation goes on, and during the time here along with the evaporation, here the place become empty. That means it is called now as the low pressure area. There we won't get any water vapor, and it starts going higher and higher. It become very light and it starts going higher and higher. From the higher place, here the high pressure starts to come down to fill the empty place here. So this is in northern part. If you will see clockwise, the movement of this wind is clockwise, and here if you will see in southern part, the movement of these winds are anti-clockwise. Continuously, this is a process of continuous. These winds are going to pass from equatorial pressure belts to poles, and from poles to vice versa, from poles to equatorial high pressure belts. Here the wind, passing wind, which is called, the continuous flow of this wind is called as trade winds in subtropical belts, and the wind which passes with the speed of 7 to 8 miles kilometers is called jet streams. Usually these jet streams occurs at 25 degrees of latitudes, and due to the jet streams, the neighboring areas due to the cool atmosphere, there sometime it happens to rain. This is all about the four factors of the climate. Next, let us go the seasons. Now the next subtopic is winter. Before starting the winter, let us go through the seasons. Based upon the extreme changes in weather, India observes three major seasons. Those are winter, summer and rainy season. As you know, the day and night occurs due to rotation and the seasonal changes are due to revolution. Now see, this is the orbit, elliptical in size, and here you could see sun and here carefully every one of you see, already you have read it in 8th class about the revolution and the seasonal changes. Not only the elliptical shape of the orbit, but you see the inclined position of the earth, which is also one of the main factor for causing the seasons, occurring the seasons. And whenever you are moving along with this orbit, different seasons in different places, and it depends on the incoming solar radiation, sun's rays. So now you could see the equator in different position of the movement of the earth and how the seasonal changes are according to the movement of the earth on the path orbit. Usually in winter season in India, the temperature in India considerably reduces from mid-November and continues till February. The winter season usually continues from November to February. January is the coldest month. Among these months, cool weather pronounced in northern India. In South India especially, the coastal areas enjoys a moderate climate. Why? The reason is coastal areas are near sea, water, surrounded by water. So the temperature, if it is summer or winter also, always in the coastal area the temperature will be moderate. Generally, the weather is pleasant with clear sky, low humidity and cool breezes. Humidity, the water vapor present in the air is called humidity, and cool breezes. Very important point in this, or very important thing in winter season is cyclones coming from Mediterranean Sea called western disturbances. That type of cyclones continuously which come usually in the winter season are called western disturbances, cause moderate rainfall, and this rainfall is boon to wheat crop, particularly in the north part. Along with that, we know very well in monsoon season, anyhow in the rainy season I will explain you about the retreating monsoon. Now just how in winter some parts of India they get rain, let me explain you. Let me draw the rough map of India. Here during the time of rainy season, monsoon, southwest monsoons, these are called as southwest monsoons, and usually most part of India they get rain during the southwest monsoons. Due to the Sahyadris, that means western Ghats, western mountains, here some parts of, if you will see Telangana, AP, Tamil Nadu, south part of AP and north part of Tamil Nadu, due to the ranges, mountain ranges, these places become rain shadow region. Usually they won't get rain during the time of southwest monsoons. During the time of after completion of southwest monsoons, and these cloud bearing winds, they go and stuck to these Himalayan mountains, they come back to Bay of Bengal and accumulate the clouds here, which cause the cyclones during the time of winter season, that is usually in November. The type of rains in south part of Andhra Pradesh and some parts of Tamil Nadu are called retreating monsoons. Those are called retreating monsoons. The next season is summer. Among the three seasons, summer is the hottest season of the year. During summer season, as we move to north parts of the country, the temperature increases starting from March, the month March to May. As we know very well, it depends on the latitudes. Once again, as you move towards the higher latitudes, there the sun's rays fall obliquely and the temperature are also changes. Here the why the temperature in north part is more, let us discuss. The northern plains experiences dry and hot winds called lu, and which are a subtropical, tropical belt, pressure belt. These are subtropical high pressure belts, and our north part of our country is on the subtropical high pressure belt. So due to that, usually in northern plains they experiences high dry and hot winds which are called lu. Lus are dry and hot winds. Usually they blow towards the northern part of our country. One more very important part of the summer, particularly in the Deccan region for our Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, towards the end of the summer season, pre-monsoon showers are common in Deccan Plateau. It helps in early ripening of mangoes. So, hence they are called locally mango showers. Particularly this happens in Telangana, Deccan Plateau, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. It helps in ripening of mangoes early. So, usually locally people call it as mango showers. In this summer season, and I would like to highlight the two remaining factors which we read about, the climatic factors, and those are altitude and distance from the sea. Here altitude, though it is summer, and whenever you go to altitudes, that means some of the places in the northern part, that is in Jammu and Kashmir like Nainital, Shimla, those places are cool though it is summer due to its elevation, altitude. Next part, if you will come to the south part, and here though it is summer but its temperature is moderate, as there is no much difference in winter and summer. If you will take Kerala, in winter the day temperature, the maximum temperature may be 20 degrees Celsius. In summer hardly it may go up to 28 degrees Celsius temperature, degrees Celsius temperature. So this is called moderate climate. In summer season we could see the two factors, that is altitudes and distance from the sea, how it is affecting the temperature. Tomorrow in next class we will continue the monsoon, the season, rainy season or monsoons.